What up, everyone? September out of the Reverend of the Revolution. Welcome to your Daily Revolution. Today's topic: you fail because you are lazy. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. You know what? Today's society. What's up, everyone, by the way? What's up from the Reverend of the Revolution and the People's Champion. Look, I know The Rock coined the phrase 20 years ago, but man, I'm going to take that phrase now because I am the people's champion. And this is what it's about, living a champion's life. So I was having a conversation with some good friends of mine, older, but they have kids who are in their 20s. And I was just asking them, hey, how's the kids? How's the family? And these are Polynesian older folks. So, we hit in great relationship, great people. I love them and respect them. So much admiration from the older generation. So much respect for the OGs. These OGs, OG's a phrase that's original gangster. It's the people who are older we respect. These are the originals. And the OGs of the Polynesian culture here. I'm in Utah right now shooting this podcast. The OGs came from the islands. My parents are immigrants. My parents came from Samoa. They came here not knowing English. They came here learning a language. They came here to a foreign country being discriminated against. There's prejudice. I remember growing up seeing my dad. People treat my dad like he was, this colored person. And it used to make me mad. And my dad was just yes, I don't worry about it. My dad was amazing. And my mom, my parents worked so hard. My mom still works today. She works so hard. Well, look, I was talking to this older gentleman, and I was like, hey, how's your kids? And he's like, I'm worried about some of my kids. Some of my kids are doing good. But then he said, some of my kids they just sleep all day. They sleep all day, no job, no college, playing their video games. And it's the reason why I don't let my kids play video games in the school year. Literally. They play in the summer after they do a ton of chores and burpees and runs and chores. But that's another story. Look, this message today is the reason you fail today, my friend. The reason you ain't winning is because you're lazy. That's the truth. And I thought about these kids of Polynesian parents, immigrants. Whether you're Polynesian, you're from the Middle East, I don't care where you're from. If your parents came to this country and they sacrificed to be here, get off your ass and go to work. You fail because you are lazy. You fail because, it's too hard to work. It's so hard to work. I don't want that job. You don't want that job? You ain't got options if you're only a young kid, guy or girl with no skills. Go clean septic tanks in the mountains, for crying out loud. Go shovel shit and flip burgers and pick up trash. I don't care what you do, but by golly, don't dishonor your mom and dad with your lazy ass, your lazy attitude, and your lazy way of living. You think your parents crossed the ocean? You think they sacrificed everything to come to this country so you could be a welfare person and live off of their hard work and be a lazy ass? You think that's what they did? Then I love speaking to Polynesian kids and just telling them straight up this fire to me. Hey, rise up. Rise up. Because I know my parents didn't cross the ocean. My parents didn't come across the ocean to just have me sit and be some lazy kid and just live in the land of opportunity. There are more millionaires from out of the country. There are so many people who come here with nothing and they build these empires. We talk about empires, that money only comes from value creation. That's the only way you make money, is making a difference for other people, solving people's problems, creating something that they value, making their life easier. So stop being lazy. Stop being lazy. Stop living and mooching off of your mom and dad. Stop being a victim of, the economy and the marketplace, Satima, and when, that's lucky for you. You're a football player. Listen, I worked my ass off on the football field. In fact, I was the hardest worker in the room. I outwork people. That's what my mantra was. Oh, you're faster? You're stronger? I'm just going to outwork you. I'm going to arrive earlier and I'm going to leave later and I'm going to run harder and I'm going to put the mindset working. I'm going to do this every single day. And there's no way you can handle me because I will outwork you. Look, I may be not as wealthy. I may be not as talented, but damn it, I will outwork your sorry ass. And when you are done and you've given up, it's game over because I will outwork you. I'll put my foot on your throat and I will bury you. That was my mindset in football, and that's still my mindset today, which leads me to the podcast. Stop being lazy. Get up off your ass and work. Stop being lazy. Stop sitting back and making up excuses and living off of mom and dad, and stop being this lazy kid who, I don't want to work hard. I love Joe Rogan, one of the podcasts I listened to. I believe it was Joe Rogan. Want to give credit where credit's due. And, he just talks about people who exercise their bodies. That they lift weights and they hit the yoga and they hit the Peloton and they exercise. People who do those types of things, they take life on differently from other people. It requires a lot to succeed, and it really does. And really, it's not really a lot. It's just called work. It's not magic. It's work. It's not mystical. It's work. It's not mysterious. It's work. That's what it is. Too many people today, too many people are lazy. And look, I don't buy the story about millennials being lazy. Not at all. I think millennials work hard. I think a lot of people work hard and they love to work. I love it. I was over at the Maverick. Again, I'm in Utah right now doing this, and I was at the Maverick yesterday. They got Maverick's this gas station. It's good stuff over here, by the way. Maverick, great job with your gas stations. Y'all leveling it up. But I saw these old dudes. They're probably in their 50s, white beards, just wrinkled skin from the sun. And I saw them porched out on their truck, and they were in shape. You could see their hands were calloused and torn, and skin was worn. And I could just tell these dudes know how to work. I love it. I just love kids willing to work. I love a man or a woman who's willing to just work. And yeah, we could talk about the work smarter, not harder, but I'm just this podcast is don't be lazy. Find something that you want. Well, I don't believe it. Well, man, how about you slap the shit out of yourself, go to Home Depot, buy a hammer, and hit yourself in the face? Too many lazy people today. And the chasm only gets bigger. The line of demarcation people have because they work. People don't have it because they're lazy. Lazy. Now, look, I get it. You can work really hard, but if you're not doing the type of work that's going to bring you the financial results you want, well, change jobs, change careers, get new skill sets, go back to school, go hire coaches and mentors, reinvent yourself. That's what I had to do. Don't be lazy. Honor your mom and dad. I honor my mom and dad. I love you, mom and dad. Both of my moms and dads, my parents were divorced, both remarried, and I got 4 amazing parents, plus my in-laws, so 6 awesome parents. Stop being lazy, man. It ain't going to work. Be a champion. Don't be a chump. Be a champ. Don't be a chump. This was more just of me ranting because I'm just tired of hearing about these kids who are fat and lazy and overweight and obese and freaking lazy. Unwilling to get a job. I'm depressed. I don't feel good. Of course you're going to be depressed if you don't work and you play video games all freaking day long. Put the video controllers down. Go get a job. Go reinvent yourself. Stop being lazy. Stop dishonoring your mom and dad and shaming them and all your ancestors before you. All right, that's the end of my rant today. Look, go have a great life, man. Don't be lazy. When all else fails, work hard. When all else fails, believe and work hard. When all else fails, you don't have to fail because you're willing to work and do the work. Let's go. Let's go. For more info on joining the revolution and living your greatest life of prosperity today, go to www.yourdailyrevolution.com and join us in waking up, turning your brain on, and prospering today.